Hello, how you doing? Going to make this beauty today. That's just out of the oven, that is. We're making a fisherman's pie, so I've got two types of white fish in there. I've got shrimps or prawns, whatever you want to call them, with a creamy mushroom sauce, then a nice thick layer of potatoes on the top, mashed potato, topped with a little bit of cheese. Delicious. Welcome back to How to Cook Greek. So I've got 3 cups of mushrooms there, cut them fairly thin. 1 cup of onion, 1 teaspoon of thyme, a tablespoon of garlic, 400 ml of cream. Now you can use thick cream or thin cream, it's going to work out just the same. And then I've got here some like DORY fish, which is like a lighter kind of cut fish. This is a cod, so it's a bit more kind of substantial, and shrimp. So what I've got is, let's say 1 cup of that, 2 of that, and 3 of that. You can adjust that if you want. So I've got 3 tablespoons of olive oil in there, heating that up. The heat's just gone on. We're on an above medium heat. 1 cup of onion, in that goes. Teaspoon of thyme. Tablespoon of garlic. Salt and pepper to taste. And we're going to go just for 3 to 4 minutes. Beautiful. Next up, we're going to drop in the mushrooms, 3 cups of mushrooms, like 250 grams in weight. And simply, we're going to go for another 3 or 4. Stirring fairly often now. So those mushrooms are breaking down. We're getting a little bit of moisture out of them. Next up, we're going to drop in that little bit of cod, like 1 cup of cod, 2 cups of the DORY fish, 3 cups of the shrimps or prawns. Now you can really adjust this. You could maybe put some smoked haddock in here or some other type of fish. Even get a few mussels in there if you wanted. A little bit of squid, entirely up to you. Right, 5 minutes, stay on this fairly vibrant heat, stirring every now and then. Fantastic stuff, that's really cooked down nicely. If you want, a little splash of white wine in there can work. Now here I've got about 3 tablespoons of parsley, chopped parsley, which I think is beautiful in here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add that 400 ml of cream. Like I say, you can use a thick cream or a thin cream. It's entirely up to you. It will work out exactly the same. We're going to get the heat on low, and let's go just for 4 minutes. And that's beautiful. Off goes the heat. It's super creamy. We've got all those lovely types of fish in there. The mushrooms, that's fantastic. Okay, let's set that aside and move on. Okay, so you can see there I've got potatoes. What I've done is I've peeled those potatoes, cut them into chunks, put them into some cold water. We're going to add some salt. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring that to the boil, and we're going to boil them up until they're beautifully soft. I've probably got too much potatoes there, but can you ever have too much mashed potato? I think not. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to grab a knife and you want to prod a potato like that. If it falls off, or it doesn't even come out in lots of cases, then they're done. What we're going to do is we're going to drain all the water off. We're going to put the potatoes back into the pot. Okay, so steaming hot potatoes in there, potato masher. First get in there and really give it a working over. Don't be kind to it. Be brutal. So give that a good mashing. I'm going to get some Parmesan cheese now in there. You could use a different cheese if you want, maybe some mozzarella or cheddar. Beautiful. To that I'm going to add black pepper, nice couple of big pinches of that in there. And then here I've got like a tablespoon of butter. And then we're going to go back in give it a bit of elbow grease. Okay, so there you go. If you want a little splash of milk in there, but I like this consistency of it. Beautiful stuff. You've got some lovely mash there. Okay, so you can see that I've got a oven-proof dish there. I'm using metal. You can use ceramic. You can use glass. As long as it can go into the oven, that's fine. Now, what I want you to do is get your oven on right now. Preheat it, maximum heat. Everything we're doing here is cooked. We're just bringing it together, so maximum heat. You can see that the sauce is in there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the potato gently all over the top. So I'm just going to take a tablespoon so at a time, drop it in and spread it about. I'll see you in a moment. So that's all that mashed potato on there. Now we're going to take a fork and we're going to gently, we're not going to push down on it. We're going to just fork it around here and try and get a nice covering. Again, back in a moment. Okay, now when I forked it, you've got those little kind of peaks and troughs in there. They're really essential. You don't want it flat because they're the bits that are going to catch in the oven. Look, I've got a little bit of cheddar cheese here, so I'm just going to dab that around a little bit. This is a strong cheddar, like a mature cheddar. You can use any type you want. Really delicious. And then just as a signature on the top, I've got a little bit of dried thyme and some paprika. Okay, that's going to go in the oven, full blast, yeah, really nice hot oven. It's going to go in for like about 10 minutes. Job done. About 10 minutes in the oven. That does not look too shabby, does it? Really, really happy with that. That's delightful. Really creamy and beautiful. I hope you enjoyed that. Keep safe, keep well. I'll see you soon. Lots of love.